we're going to check out some cars of the 50s at Memory Lane Motors.
So playing hooky from the studio, we've come to spend the afternoon at Memory Lane Motors, and we're here with Elon. And Elon, I said, how about looking at some cars from the 50s? And you drove out 3 fabulous examples that you're going to show us today.
It was not easy to choose which ones to choose, but
you have such a big collection here, and I know you like people to come down and wander through and sit in them and take a look at what you have. So here's 3 examples. What are we going to start with?
We got a 54 Studebaker Champion this morning. This is pretty much was an original car the first time we saw it. Beautiful car. The guy decided he wanted to make a hot rod out of it. He painted it all black, put new upholstery in it, equipped it with a 350 Chevy engine with a turbo 350 transmission. So it's all late model, brand new running gear. Real forward-thinking design. For 54, it's really quite aerodynamic. They were way ahead of their time in Studebaker.
And I noticed that, I look at this car and say, it doesn't look like a 54. It looks like a 60 or something. I mean, there's
very much 60s styling.
A lot of these lines are actually used in cars today, aren't they?
Yes.
All right, so what's the second one we pulled out here?
The second one is a 57 Cadillac Eldorado Barrettes. It's a convertible, real rare car. They only made about 1,800 of them.
This is awesome.
It's a beautiful old car. Big car too.
Yeah, huge car.
They had a real forward-thinking style of wheel. It was a full aluminum wheel back in 1957. They call them a turbine wheel. Very rare set. They only made about 1,800 of these cars.
Wow.
This car has been in Portland its whole entire life. Sold brand new here at Bernard Cadillac in 1957.
Now there's a couple of things we want to talk about on this, but let's talk a little bit about the interior. All chrome.
Lots of chrome accents.
Some things that I think are really hilarious on the inside here is, we're talking about, we're in the modern day where people don't really smoke that much as they used to back in the 50s, but it's cigarette lighters with every ashtray.
Everywhere, yes. There's 3 cigarette lighters in here and 4 ashtrays.
That's great. Now, another thing that they did at the dealership that you told me when this car was first sold is they made some alterations.
The fins were cut off of this car. The gal that bought it brand new didn't like the looks and the new styling of the fins, and they were rather tall on these cars, but she had them cut off when the car was brand new before she took delivery of it.
And that's some interesting modifications. I mean, people didn't used to do that sort of thing back in the 50s so much.
Kind of a unique modification for such a high-end car. These were very expensive, but really gives it kind of a futuristic show car look rather than a factory-built car.
And the trunk, you can almost get the same people that you put in the car.
You could get at least 4 more people back here.
It's awesome. What's the last one? This is the real piece of the resistance of cars that you have here.
This car here, it's pretty much an icon of old cars. These cars are known throughout the world. This is a 59 Corvette. This car has 64,000 actual miles on it. It's a Northwest car. It's done in Crown Sapphire.
Very blue on the inside, blue on the outside.
Very blue, lots of blue. Wonder Bar radio. This car actually scored 94.9 points at the Nationals to win top flight credentials.
Wow.
Truly a beautiful, correct, numbers matching car.
That's absolutely awesome. Now let's talk about price. How much for the Studebaker?
The Studebaker, we're asking $22,500 for that car.
For a Cadillac?
This car is $44,500, which is a little bit soft on the market just due to the modifications that have been done. Easy car to typically bring $80,000 to $125,000.
No way.
Yes,
and
very
finally,
easy.
our
This car
Chevy?
is $69,500.
$69,500.
For a real nice, basically original example.
And this is just a small example of what you guys have in your shop, right?
This is just 3 of 60.
3 of 60. Now, people can come down here, they can browse, they can
Absolutely.
sit.
Anytime, come in, open them up, check them out, ask questions if you have any. But you're welcome to come in and look around anytime.
If you're a lover of any kind of automobile, Memory Lane Motors will help you out looking through the history of cars. Come say hi to Dale or Elon. They'll be happy to show you around.
Still to come on the Ride Show, we're going to take a look at a piece of American classic history that's just been invented. I'm talking about the new Chevy Camaro. And when the Ride Show returns, we'll find out how you can bump and grind with the best sound in the business from Car Toys.